Now, Jess, there was a very strong,
can I respond
challenge from the back.
Yeah,
on
I'm going to stand
endless freebies.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up because I can't see you, and I'd like to see you. Hello.
Okay.
Hi. So yeah, various things. It's absolutely true that we don't have much paid work on shooting people. We'd love to have more. We just don't have very much. We never have. We, I hope, have never marketed ourselves on that as a strength because we know it's not one. So if you felt that you joined because there was a promise of that, okay. But I said we don't put out false promises that you're going to get paid work through us because we know that's not our strength. We do say, you'll find people to collaborate with, to get involved in projects because that we have about 350 a week of that. We have to do a month or whatever it is. We have a lot of those. So we do say to people, you will get that if you join. We charge £30 a year, which is not much compared to a lot of other membership organisations. And we hope it's value for money for people who are looking for those collaborations, who want to hear about other things that are going on, take part in debates, hear about events, all the other things that we do, enter their film for the Film of the Month competition, etc., etc. So there's often a perception that we make a lot of money at shooting people. We basically just stagger along, literally. The NPA went bust this week. It's no surprise for us at shooting people. We know how tight the margins are. I don't get paid because there isn't enough money. We do it because we love it and we feel like independent film matters in this country. So I was about to say to you, I'm going to offer you a refund because I thought you joined and you were saying it's rubbish. I can't offer you a refund, so I'll offer you a free year and then you can tell me whether it's worth £30 at the end of it.
But hold on, Jess, because is it justified? Endless free labour like that, the lady said at the back, repeated endless freebies, that's what she's had to put up with. How is that justifiable?
So what is your point?
Well, she's had to work repeatedly on projects for free, is that correct?
Yes, and you work with the strangers in the whole world to get paid job afterwards with the same people, and that never, ever happens.
So how is that justifiable then? Okay, we've got the point.
Well, I can't really extrapolate from one person's experience into what is the rule. But, the evidence of shooting people is that there are thousands and thousands of very happy productions that do take place. Of course, there are unhappy ones, and there are things that don't work out. I can't answer about individual ones, and as our poll shows, we have a lot of members who want to carry on working in this way and want the choice to carry on working in this way, even the younger members who are working as runners or under 24s. In the end, no one forces you to work in this industry. And actually, if it's not your calling, it's not your passion, it is bloody hard. It's bloody hard for all of us. When I work in documentary, you'll know how hard that is at the end of the table. We work on feature documentaries who've been turned down by every other funder. And, so it's a calling, this shit, and it's not easy. And I don't have the solution to make... Sorry?
Let's get Benetta to respond as well.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for a lot of people whose priority is paying the mortgage, then they find a different way to fund their films. I know a lot of people who have a different job and then they fund their films, and we do that with documentary a lot. We have people who make corporate videos and make documentaries at the same time because it's very difficult to do it as a living.
Do you want to respond quickly?
Yeah, I didn't build the industry. I didn't build the industry. I'm in it with you, struggling to make good work that matters and not just make work that's commissioned by large corporations. I'm in it with you. I didn't build it. I wish it was different.
The poll on shooting people.
Yes.
That was really interesting reading. There were a couple of things on that. 24% thought that it was clear what the rules are. So clearly nobody knows. Yeah. And actually what was most interesting, that, 85% said they should be allowed to work for nothing, or whatever it was. Actually, if you read the comments, something like half of them were saying, this is no good, I can't go on like this. I came into this industry because I imagined working for free was going to get me a job in the end, exactly as that young lady said at the back. And that's not happening. It's not happening for anyone. And I was really struck by the number of people who felt that they'd been absolutely conned, not by anybody in this room, but by some idea.
I agree.
Okay, all right. Thank you. We're going to go to when we've done the questions again. We need to get as many people to speak as possible. And I've seen three. Gentleman over here in the glasses. No, over there.
Hi, my name's Brian. I'm a filmmaker. The one thing that worries me about the whole discussion, and one thing we don't seem to have really touched on, everybody's talking about choice. But yeah, it seems that nobody seems to want me to have the choice to work for free. If I decide that I'm happy to go on a project that Chris has, for example, and Chris has made it quite clear that it's free, I won't get paid, I won't get a share of the proceeds. Why the hell should I not be allowed to sign on with that if I'm happy to do so? To me, it just seems like other people are trying to make up my mind. I can get another job anywhere, that's not a problem, but if I want to work in any one particular thing... But that's not my problem.
It's additive, that's the point.
Thanks for your question. Over there at the back.
No, but it is about me, that's the point. This discussion is about the individual.
It's not about you. You are one of the few representatives of your peer group in this room. It is about
very,
you.
very limited.
And can I just be clear?
Representation.
We got the question, we'll come to it, promise. Okay.
Hi, yeah, my name's Michael, and just a couple of points. It seems to be a little divide between people who are directors, producers, and they seem to be singing the sort of benefits of having the choice to do this, and people who are crew feel the sort of end results of when things don't work out more than the director. And also that although it's a choice to work for free, it's a choice that institutional, some people are freer to work for nothing than others because of rich parents or whatever, and this builds in an institutional advantage towards people in those situations. So I think that's something that needs to be considered and dealt with, because otherwise you build in a disparity where only some people can get access to the industry because it's necessary to work for nothing, and some people just can't do that.
Your point is the other way.
Okay, now the last round of questions, the few people wanted to give shooting people and Chris a bit of a hard time, so I'm interested in questions I want to give BECTU a hard time this time.
Go!
Anyone, is your question nice to BECTU or nasty?
It's kind of, I wouldn't like to say.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and then we'll come to a nasty
I'd like
question?
to know, there's been talk about having a model for cooperative film industries, but I want to know on both sides, is it possible for you to come up with a model for differentiating between commercial films and non-commercial projects? Because I've seen, a couple of nights ago I went to an event that Chris organised, where it was a bunch of three guys had made a no-budget horror film for $5,000, and their entire aim that they came out and they said on the night was, we want to make a film that's going to earn us enough money to buy Jags, but they weren't interested in hiring a crew to do it. Now, to me, that was very exploitative.
But they didn't hire a crew, did they?
Yeah, no. They had the cast to do that. They had the cast to be in the film. But that attitude, to me, is extremely exploitative, that they've hired these people to come in their film and work on it. Yeah. But they turned around and said, yeah, we want to make this commercial product, we want to earn money about it, so why shouldn't they pay?
Can I just respond to that? Because I think you...
I mean, we will come to it.
No, it's really...
I promise we will come to it. Okay.
Not specifically, don't want to specifically have a go at those guys, but it's that sort of attitude you see a lot of people.
But they were
say.
joking when they said, buy a Jag. It was a joke.
Right, okay. Now,
That's totally misrepresentative to say that they said they wanted to get Jags. They were joking. They knew there were three guys. They actually said, I don't want a crew because I don't want to have to not pay people.
We will give you a chance. Now, what I'm in the market for... No, hold on. I'm in the market for an anti-BECTU question. Okay?
So I just got one more point.
You've already asked, so gentleman here.
So I've got a question that's to do with points BECTU have been making about producers. I'd like to know, BECTU representatives have been saying that producers are, in the independent film sector and the micro and low budget film sector, are basically ignorant of their roles as a producer. So I'd like to know, where do these producers go for training to learn what their role is? With the MPA now going bust, where do they turn to? PACT, you need to be a company to join to get their training. BECTU, you need to be employed in the industry. So where do we go? Rain dance?
Thank you. Gentleman in the white shirt.
Good man.
Hello, my name's James Mulligan and I run Shooting People. Martin, we haven't met, but we are now. Hello, I'm not really going to pick on you or anything like that, but I would very much like you to address something Jess mentioned at the very top of the evening, which is that Pat Duggan and others harass and hound people without letting them know they're going to do so, cut and paste responses to emails and then post them on a blog. And does BECTU in any way endorse or encourage that activity?
The other culture of fear.